What's going on, guys? This is Coach Carter. Coffee with Coach on Tuesday, April the 16th. First, want to give a live shout out to our girls lacrosse team. Our girls travel over to Riverside tonight for round one of the state lacrosse playoffs. Good luck, guys. I know it's going to be a great experience for you. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a little thing that I always talk to the kids in my classes about. It's a three-part thing. Why are you here? Where are you going? How are you going to get there? I always ask kids at the beginning of the year. Last year I spoke at the freshman orientation, and I asked the kids a very simple question: why are you here? And of course, you always get the routine answers. I'm here because my parents make me. I'm here because it's the law. For me, I went to school because I got to eat. Lunch was my favorite class. So, but I hope that you realize every day that you show up, and every day that you make the choice, and every day that you get to school, you're actually winning the lottery. I've done some research, and I hope that you realize the more education you get, the more money you make. It is proven that a high school dropout makes $300,000 less in their 40-year career as a worker than a high school graduate. But it's also proven that a college graduate makes almost $1 million more than a high school graduate. So I hope that Woodmont High School is not your final destination, that you've got plans moving forward, and your generation with the South Carolina Educational Lottery and the Hope Scholarships. Listen, everybody wants to go to Clemson or South Carolina, these big-time schools. I've been out of college for almost 20 years, and I'm still paying on college loans. With the scholarships that we have today, you can go to a 2-year school, knock those 2 years out of the way, and if you have a 3.0, and you have a Hope Scholarship, it doesn't cost you a penny. There's a lot of different ways to reach your final destination. Make a financially smart decision, but understand the more education you get, the more money you make. I look at resumes all the time, and there's been a rumor that a high school diploma and a GED are equal. That's not true. I love you enough to tell you the truth. Some people think a GED stands for Good Enough Diploma. Well, I can tell you, when I look at a person's resume, if I have two candidates, and I look at candidate A, and on their resume it says that they earned their GED in 2018, before I even know that person or see that person or I'm introduced to that person, I'm probably going to assume that there was a problem that led them to have to go the GED route. That problem may have been their attendance. That attendance problem may be related to a health issue. Maybe they didn't get along with others. Maybe they couldn't follow the rules. And those are all characteristics of an employee you don't want to hire. But if you think about, if I look at the second applicant and on there it says 2018 graduate of Woodmont High School, I know just the opposite about that person before I actually meet them. I know that they're going to, in order to get that diploma, there's certain requirements, certain things you got to do. Number one, you got to follow the rules. Number two, you got to persevere. Number three, you got to get along with others. And so I would just encourage you. I hope that you've sat down, that you've got a long-range plan. But Woodmont High School should never be your final destination, because your family, eventually down the road, they're going to depend on you to provide for them. And a college graduate, that extra $900,000 over 40 years, it's going to make that task a little bit easier for you. The more education you get, the more money you make. So question number one, why do you here? When you show up, you win the lottery. And seniors, I've been told now there's already a documented case at the health department of this virus called senioritis. Imagine now if I'm standing at the end of the stage at Furman and I've got a check written out to one of you guys and it's for $300,000. What would you do now in between now and graduation to make sure you get that check? Because there's still a lot of meat left on the bone, and some of you guys are mailing it in already. You know you got big projects. You know you got exams. You still every day have to give it your best effort until the bell rings to end your career. I'll see you soon. Hope that you have a great Tuesday. The best is yet to come. Go Wildcats.